One thing I want to make sure, if you didn't sign in, before you leave, sign in. There's a bonus if you sign in. If you put your email in there, there's a little box next to your email to say, I want to sign up for the weeklies that come from the school district. So if you're not a school district person and already get them, put your email in there and check that box off. We will add you, and you'll automatically get the weekly every week. It goes out around 4:30, generally right around the same time, and has all the information of generally that week, what's going on in the school committee, what's going on in the districts, the town, the budget, et cetera. There's a lot of information in there. And on our website, we keep all of the previous versions. So if you want to take a look at some of the previous versions, those are there as well. And generally, the most up-to-date information comes through there and gets funneled into that newsletter that just shows up in your inbox. So if you want that, sign up today, and we'll pop you in there. Just make sure we can read your email. We did this a few weeks back and had some fun. We were trying to figure out what the email said, so we had to look some up and talk to some people outside. Thank you for coming tonight. This is a good group. I was a little nervous 10 minutes ago. My name is Eric Tracy. I'm the superintendent of schools. I see some faces who went through the first time we did this a few weeks ago, so hopefully they'll be just as good participants. They were great. The last time we went through, we got a lot of really good, strong information. And this is really what this is all about. It's a workshop. It should be about 90 minutes. I don't want to hold people here, but we were right on. I think we were right on 90 minutes when we ran it earlier in January. And we're going to have you do the work. We're going to have you walk through some of the pieces and parts. And the first thing we want to have you do is, on your table, there are sticky notes. And those sticky notes are going to give us our first data points. I want you to answer these two questions. Which best represents your current perspective? New school, renovation, smaller phase approach, or undecided, on one sticky. And then what matters most to you right now? Cost, tax impact, educational quality, trust and transparency, the timeline and urgency, or some other thing. If it's other, please write it in there so we know what it is. Once you do that, one on each, stick them right up here. Current perspective here, and what matters most here. So I'll give you 5 minutes to do that.
Yeah, tip it.
I can try, yeah. Better? A little better?
It is just for the element.
Yeah, so when you're looking at it from the perspective of the project, the elementary school project, okay? We're going to move from the past into the future over the next 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So what's your current perspective on the elementary school project?
Get back to your lens.
Two different stickies. Stick them right up there. We'll record them, get them in.
Okay. There's while we're waiting for all those periods and people attended the session.
Just under 60.
Okay. Done.
It was that day that was all icy.
That's it. Okay.
She's back.
Eight.
It's all right. It's all right.
Then that gives the tip. It's yeah. I'd be very with that. Yeah, a mess. Yes, right. Just looking it up. Yep. It's this is there.
It's need to follow direction.
And the go.
Yeah, here I am for a kid.
All right, so we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, then.
I have kind of behind the scenes over here, Jen Caulfield. Jen is the family community liaison for the district. She's the one that does all the websites and all of the reach out, the transportation coordination, all of the stuff that's going on in the background that, when the buses are going to be late, she's the one that sends you that message, and sometimes very early in the morning. But she's helping out today. She'll be taking pictures of each of these boards because Sticky notes, as you know, generally fall off after about 10 minutes. So we'll be moving some things around and asking you to do some other things like this. This is our first data point, and it's really not related to where we're going, it's where we've been. Okay, here's where your thought process has been. We're looking for a new path. We're digging for information, trying to really open up the doors to say, okay, how do we make something happen? Because that's what everyone agrees upon. And then what does that look like for us as a community? And I think this is a good opportunity for us to do this. So this is organized with hats. Okay, if you like hats, great. These hats are each kind of segment of tonight's workshop. This was created in the 80s, way back in the 80s, by Edward de Bono, just as an organizational tool for group work like this. We're helping to gather and dig information out and try to get some understanding from groups of people or projects or processes that may be occurring. So we're going to go through each of these hats one at a time, and each one has a different opportunity for you to, you may have to get up and move around a little bit. You may have a conversation at your table. I may be doing some scribing for the group. You may be doing some poster work at your table. So each one runs about 10, sometimes 15 minutes, depending on where people are at. And each of the hats brings us through a process from the 2 questions I just asked you to answer all the way through to kind of how do we get there at the end. It gives us the opportunity to dig in some facts. What are the facts? What's the objective data that we're looking at? And then feelings and intuition. How did this whole process make you feel? And then what are the caution and the risks? What are the things that you worry about? And then it goes into creativity and new ideas. What are some ideas? You may not even knew there was an elementary school project coming on until the last minute, but you have a better idea. We want to hear about it. And then what are the benefits and positives? What are the benefits of moving forward? What are the positives of moving forward? And then process and next steps, thinking about what the plan can be moving forward. So without further ado, we're going to jump right in. So this is the white hat, and this goes back to the vote. This goes all the way back to the votes, I should say, right? To identify objective information. What information most influenced your vote or uncertainty? Part of the process here is I'm going to ask you to answer these questions. You can use 3, you can use 5, a number of stickies, but we're going to try to answer these questions. What information do we have? What are the facts that you believe? What facts do you think you had at that time to make your decision? What information do we need to move forward? What information most influenced your vote or uncertainty? So if you want to do each of those on an individual sticky, that would be great. Then I'll bring you to step 2. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to think of those 4 questions. Use 1 sticky for each of the questions, and then we're going to sort them as a group right after that. 5 minutes. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
I told God the clear.
Oh, yeah. We give bonus points for good penmanship only because we have to convert these to digital format later. So.
When you say we, is we me or is we?
You. It's you, yeah.
Good saving. Facts about the schools. So
Yep. What are the facts that you knew at that time?
Yeah, I think you and so we are thinking about
interested.
I think but it mostly really to the rapid consolidated school like not
Correct.
so everybody's coming out to the apps or anything.
Some of the information might be personal to you, something for your children, your neighborhood, and then facts about the project is probably the best way to look at it.
Sober stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Where was my mind and
Yeah. Correct. Not today. Go back in time. We're gonna reel you back in time a little bit, and we'll move forward slowly. So replace the we with you. What information do you have? What are the facts? What information do you need? Back then, put yourself back to that vote.
yes. It's been what that happens.
Two more minutes.
Like, oh, already came in. Yeah. Go for it. But did you get these pictures?
Oh yeah. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
About another 30 seconds. It's like taking the SATs. Time. All right, so part two of this, you can keep writing and thinking if you need to. Part two of this, on my right, your left, we have 3 different places set up. One thing we learned from our last workshop was spread them out a little bit so everybody could get to them. So I'm going to ask you to take the 4 or 5 or however many you've created and categorize them. What was confusing to you? What was very clear? And then what was missing? What was missing from the process? So take your information and try to categorize them. They may not fit in one of the categories. That's okay as well. So try to categorize, this thing I have is what was missing from the process. This answer I have was very clear to me. This answer I have was very confusing to me. You may not have one for every single one, and that's fine, but just think about it from that perspective.
Sure.
projects. A couple of you might want to join. I do some group. So you have to.
That was right.
They-
Do look like
And curtain.
good. Good. They do. But anything we should have find is diet man. So yeah, yes, and yeah, good, and that's not. I think there as it. I know, right? I thought too. This is it on. It's a. Well, it's expected. You can work. See.
The second way. Oh, thank you.
Because I'm going to do it like small tail. Well, and it's anyway else.
That would be here. Okay. It's big.
All right. Okay.
Welcome. I think that's your Alan.
We learned from the last one that clear needed to be twice as large. So
Wait, hey, right.
if you're still working on it, it's fine. Not a problem. Pop them up there at any time. For those of you who came in late and missed the first part, at the end I'll whip that slide back around and you can just pop on a couple of answers onto our initial sheets. But we're going to keep moving forward. So white hat's coming off. We're switching to the red hat. And the red hat's all about feelings. There are a lot of feelings. There are a lot of feelings around the entire project. I'll do the scribing here, but I'm just going to ask individual responses. One word. Think about this for a minute or so. One word that describes how the process felt for you. Don't yell it out yet. Just think about that for a second. One word that describes how the process felt for you. And there are lots of words. We had lots of words come up. One I didn't. I had to look it up in the dictionary, but yes.
The actual process of what district did for the process of the community trying to make it district.
Either one. Either one. They're kind of similar.
Is that the full meaning?
All right.
Yeah, I'm a team. You want to. Let's tell you that.
Not this.
Who wants to go first?
It never. I can't.
Just feelings. It's just that's what this section is. Red Hat. How the process felt to you. Yeah. It's just so I remember in my head what it is after. So give me a word. How did it feel to you?
False.
What? False. Okay.
Clear.
Clear.
Everything is ready.
Good. Confusing.
Doubtful. Accept.
Dishonored.
Hold on. Thank you. Somebody said accessible,
Yeah.
and I heard divisive. I heard heavy. Heavy.
Christian Garden.
Forceful.
Hopeful.
Ignored.
What was that one?
We got.
Ignored.
Yeah, what you stole.
Narrow.
Input.
Thank you.
Level more.
Got it. Perfect. We'll hyphenate it. Biased. Disappointing.
That was just
Left out. Not a hyphenated word. What was that one I heard? Contentious.
wrong.
Wrong?
It's selfish.
Sad.
If only
Bullied.
Culprit.
Selfish.
Community focus. Locate.
Open.
And
What was that last one I just heard? Inclusion. Thank you.
These ways.
Lose. Lots of hyphens here. It's okay. My doctor's handwriting. Tim,
Forward.
forward. Informative?
not
Maddening. Okay.
Protected.
Predictable.
chaotic.
Difficult. Yes.
She were inside.
Good. All right. Lots of feelings, right? All over the map. We had the same or similar result when we did it with the last group. Almost ran out of marker with the last group, but this one, you know, the things are very similar. Somewhat the same, but there are a lot of new responses there. And again, this is for us gathering information. We're going to continue to gather information from this group. We're going to take it to the information we got from the last group, mash it together. We're going to post it all online so everybody can see everything that's happened in both meetings. You'll be able to see pictures of the stickies if you need to. And then we'll create a report that we'll deliver to the school committee that will basically say, here are the results of all these conversations. So bear with us as we move through these hats. I'm going to shift gears on you again. We're going to the black hat. Black hat is like cautionary things, a little bit about critical thinking. So your objective is to make a list of your concerns. And if I can find the, I'm going to give you a group. This is group work. You're going to get a table, one of these at each table. And there are 3 columns: financial, educational, and process/trust. And part of that are some things like looking forward. What are the potential risks? What could go wrong? What are the deal breakers and most serious concerns? If we have to take a step forward from here, what are the potential risks that we need to think about? What could go wrong? What are the deal breakers and most serious concerns? So we're moving from the past now, stepping across that line towards the future. And I'm holding all the copies. Do you have enough? So as a table, and you may not agree, add it to the table anyway. It doesn't have to be what everybody agrees upon. It's just what you talk about. So if one person has something related to taxes, another person might say, well, I don't think so. Put it on the list. Don't leave something off the list. You don't need to come to consensus at the table. I'm just asking you to mash together a list and categorize them in 3 columns. I'm going to give you 10 minutes at the table, and I'll check in to make sure and see how we're doing.
Yes.
What's that? Yeah. That's going to be green, yeah. I have a green marker right here, but Last one was lime green. Oh, lakes.
It's one that I no. Jim, Winston. Momentum. Why?
You really saying all the
Well, I was laying here from the living room. No, it's couple orders.
Okay, I gotta remember to turn it back on. Yeah.
My best. Misinformation ultimately
No, so just what are your risks? Like you might have 3 things that you think about risk. Then how would you tax?
So it's like, I think it's like
Taxes would be a financial risk. Risk to the school class size. So that would be education. So these are you could come up with other risks that may not fit those 2 questions. You may have personal risks that the small school versus a large school. That could be a risk for someone. I don't want to have and that would go under process education. Yeah. So those are really just to guide your thinking a little bit, but you can sort of sensitively if you have a risk that doesn't fit those questions, please put it on. Yeah. So we're looking at crossing the line from the past, now we're moving to what could go wrong.
Our property value is increasing.
Think about this moving into the future. Moving into the future. There's definitely not one answer for these questions, and you might have an answer that doesn't match these questions. Put it on there. The more information, the better. You may have a risk that doesn't fit these questions. These are just to jog your mind a little bit. And these questions have many, many answers. Where you're saying.
renovations that showed they were significantly expensive. Adding cost of keeping The presumption that a new school would be safer.
Actually, they had a lot of planned offerings. And then when you put an example down there. Yeah, the example is lacking history. My name's Katie. What's your first name? There's a special program for severe special needs, and it's available at I taught there. And my daughter, Lily, could have used that program, but she would have had to move to Clifton School.
Say that again.
Oh, I wish I could stay back there.
What would have happened if they did?
No. Gotta have your own life too.
No, I think it's I'm pretty much still speak for myself. I think that many people you look back exactly.
I think transportation is a big consideration too, and they have to go to all three schools and transfer buses.
Failure of community, learn enough to make educated.
Depends on the who's.
That's how I was putting these together.
I did too. In either back. That's what it's hard, but like, it's really
Got about 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Need more time, we can stretch it out. Decisions look good.
So I have to think about it, and that's whether you have to trust the experts who are doing their homework. Sixth grade. That is one of my grandsons. His name is Henry Overton.
I don't know him.
There's a fair amount of Henrys in his birth year. Yes.
How you doing?
You're saying
Sixth grade building, they just got their second report card.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Chris too.
used to be here, now it's here. You know, it's still
Same with us, yeah. Same.
we haven't made.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay, all right. Back to the age.
That's a good. Yeah. The kids are just enraptured by them. They just get so excited because it's so foreign to many of the kids. To me too. Me too. But that's a good
If I were them, I wouldn't take those toys off the table if that turns out to be the best option.
So I guess that would
Yeah. So is he an interpreter?
No, he's
In the business?
Yeah, we had a friend that, and
If you renovate, we'll give you X. If you
started studying it, and then within a few months, have a basic conversation. And I was like, that is not me. I cannot.
They say if you learn between 3 and 5, a second language, your brain has been trained to pick up another language more easily.
We're still going. Give it another minute.
We've already failed our kids.
Try to wrap up your thoughts. Next minute or so.
Yeah, you probably beat me.
50 years, eh?
I've been in 39.
It's not bad.
How about you?
I've been living here for
Where did you come from? No kidding. Where? What city? Here.
So I grew up in Arizona. Most recently, I was in Boston.
That's got some elevation.
It does. It snows twice as much as here.
Wow.
Takes you getting used to that. It does. It's harder than a lot. Actually, twice I was home. But still, it's hard.
Get into that scenario.
But, I was remembering because we had a snowstorm when we had 4 feet of snow.
You're kind of choosing.
Snowstorm, one snowstorm. It was gone 24 hours later because it just
Wow.
disappears.
So do they make snow in the mountains?
They do at the ski resort. It's remarkable. You can be down here, it can be 45 degrees down here.
And sunny. Yeah.
An hour and a half. Yeah.
Looks like people are wrapped up. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. We got 4 more.
We'll leave the papers on the table for now in case you have something else that comes to mind. And again, this is risks looking forward. We're stepping now out of the past, heading towards the future. What are those forward-looking risks? We're going to shift gears again. I'm going to take back over. And we really do have some agreement, believe it or not. People say, oh, there's a lot of agreement. And really, as we hashed this out the first time through, there were several things that we're like, yep, people agree. People know that something needs to be done. What it is what we're trying to figure out. Regardless of solution, what outcomes do we all want for our students, staff, and community? Think about this for a second. It could be something related to our facilities. It could be something related to educational quality. It could be something related to budget. Could be something related to something in the community, within the whole community. Both Hamilton and Wenham. So just think about this for a second. I'm going to just ask you for some answers that I'm going to scribe up here. And they can be 1, 2 words. I don't want to book, though, because I'm going to try to do 2 pieces of paper this time. We did 1 last time, and it was tough. But regardless of the solution, what outcomes, and I got a double do there, we all want for our students, staff, and the community. Who's got the first one? Way in the back, Steve.
What are you? What do you think?
Good citizens,
Critical thinker.
critical thinkers.
Environmentally healthy facility.
I think they've chosen. Beautiful.
Hold on. Safe building, beautiful building,
That's really responsible. 33.
fiscal responsibility,
Appropriate programming. This was responsibility. You did it. So I got you got to have that underneath.
people don't have to, hold on, people don't have to move, is that what you said, Deb?
Like that sort of ties it just want the first month that announced that more we get more move out.
Got it,
The need to kind of use
got it, got it, thank
Properly, they times
people like
Hold that one, because I didn't hear the one, there was one over here just before that. Equitable education. Teacher retention, right? '21st century learning.
taught through
What was that one? Sorry.
Thought through community.
lifelong learner.
Good thing I don't have to translate these later, right, Jen?
and we
Facility.
Learner.
Inclusive facilities.
From the government.
Should I put that? Can I say ADA?
Yep.
Okay.
Fraud.
Pride.
Right.
Way in the back. Sorry. Competitive. Breakouts.
Long term.
Jim.
so the total word space for our structure was
Improve spaces for special ed students. Oh, there was another one.
small task that's going so hard.
Okay.
There's the impact. I'll go.
Green space.
Yep.
Outside.
Very quick.
Access to resources. Community resources or ed? Okay.
Access like the fun and fair house and it like educational. So, I'll go down on it. Things
Diverse opportunity.
So diverse opportunities? Yep. Okay. Diverse opportunities. Community spaces? Capacity for growing grade sizes? What did you have?
Operating the way that we see like private schools and vocational sector that we also are our students that we are able to keep them in the community so that we limit the partnership.
Got it. Okay. Go back to that one. I heard it. There was one right here. Sorry.
That's really great, really.
Yes, it is. I already have more than 75 signed up for kindergarten. More than 75 already.
42, so
Class of what?
a class of 42.
Oh,
And that's a 19.
you got me nervous there. I was like, whew, yes.
44. Class of the 8th grade. Oh, 42.
Oh, okay. Did not know that.
I am used to
Yeah.
listening to the disparity with private schools, the folks that mean statehood on five.
So would that fit under this one? planned to compete with private and tech schools? That would fit? Okay. So let's put it in there. In the back. And, yep.
Could add to that pathway. The one.
Pathways is right. Okay. I wonder how you knew that. I'm kidding.
I want it to be one of the top schools in
Okay. Keep going. Come on. There's more.
Tax, tax.
What is it? Limited? Minimum.
And available banking.
Tell me more.
Like,
From start to finish? Like in the next 5 years, we're going to?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, actionable.
Actionable timeline. Okay.
Yeah, results.
Minimize disruptions. Yeah. So you're thinking during some construction process. Okay. Urgency. There's more, I know. Compassion, perfect. Compassion. We'll call it all opinions, okay? Fairness.
State of art technologies.
State of art, state of the art. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. Yeah, perfect.
I would say like a school that attracts high quality teachers going to
So I'm going to put attract and retain high quality HQ teachers. Well, can we put staff? There's lots of other people in our buildings other than teachers. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's always a place I go to. It's like the teacher. Oh, wait a minute. I have all kinds of other stuff too. Engagement. All right, one more. Who wants to end it? What was it? Environmentally friendly. I think we said that right here. We'll put friendly. I think we did, but I'm going to put it here just in case. When you say that, are you talking about building? Who said that? Okay. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I just think if we're going to talk about the people also being important, that through this process, we need to remember we need budgets that reflect supporting those people and keeping those good people to value those relationships.
Budgets that reflect beliefs, can I put that? Okay, that's a lot. It's a lot, all kinds of great information. Again, this is really, again, we're looking forward. Whatever we come up with for a solution down the road, what are the things that we want to try to integrate within these conversations that we're having, but also then in the planning and growth of whatever steps we choose to make. And there, right now, that's wide open. So this is all helpful information. We're going to shift out of the yellow hat now. Whoop. This is the green hat. This is all about kind of what's next. And you got to think about it from the perspective of, you might have an idea that nobody knows about. Put it on there. We're going to give each table one of these sticky pads, and we're going to give you about 15 minutes. And part of this is really two things I want you to do on the piece of paper. You're going to have two, if I can undo this here. There we go. Probably frozen. All right. Switch to brown. Two things I want you to include are, and make your paper just like this. Worth exploring. Put that at the top, and then about halfway down, you're going to put needs more info. This is the discussion-based part of the conversation tonight. As a group, think about things that are worth exploring as we move forward. What are things that, we have some teachers in the room, I know, that may come at it from a classroom perspective. We have people whose kids have been out of the district for 15 or 20 years. They have a different perspective. I want to try to gather as many of this perspectives, so I'm asking you to include everybody's ideas, not to wash anybody out, just to categorize what options deserve serious exploration next. What do we need to look at next as we're starting down this road of doing something with our facilities? So 15 minutes, ready, go. Everybody got markers? Thank you. Should we just keep these together, or? Okay. That would stick to everything but what you wanted to. Yeah, we can put it away. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Oh, why not? Throw the.
This is relative to the first round.
It's like, where do we go from here? And knowing what we know about the first round, failing, where do we go from here? I wonder, I don't know where you wanted it, but I don't know if we totally
think, I mean, initially there were,
Yeah. You could do new building twice, can't you? Like Ipswich did. I mean, this is pie in the sky. This is,
I think it depends on how long. Yes, exactly.
yeah.
Well, the question is for us then, let's say, it could be 6 years, before we can go back 5 or
Maybe I'm being too literal.
if in fact 6 years
Is there a piece of land that we didn't think
back
about?
for 550 students.
I think that's,
They're actually thinking about,
what do we do in the
he's
interim?
not looking to say,
That's worth
explore other
exploring.
people's land.
That's what our interim solutions.
I think that's in terms of like for renovation.
It would have been such a good thing for the school.
Well, how do we teach through this next year? How do we serve the students for the next year's level?
Yeah, I don't know whether it got any serious traction or not.
Well, okay, so here's another question. Yeah, what if we take the sheets out?
It would have been shoreline. Well, they were actually on both sides of the school. So if this is the school, and this is 1A,
And then
first there was the opportunity to find bids. The football field, one track is here.
tear down those buildings.
First there was
Let's
changed
invest
by
a bunch
that.
of money. That's exactly.
Torpedo that. There was a chance to buy.
Design in town.
Because that was not
Oh, yeah.
the preferred site, right? The site was gonna be Zoe. Wasn't the site gonna be
Oh, yeah, two
on
doors.
Lime Road? Could they have more land there?
114 Main
Well,
Street,
that's
too.
a pretty serious risk.
Right across from me.
I mean, one question about this.
He's still alive. Eminent
Is it really
domain.
going to
Eminent domain.
be 6 to 10 years before this
Haley
is
Brook.
back into that process? If we were to come to them with the community sooner.
No, I don't want it. Wide open. It's going on.
Or renovations?
My understanding is that the renovation
Linden Street, the intersection of Linden and 1A, so that's Linden, and that's 1A. This big chunk, first one here.
In their passion and their thing, or in the amount of money, the percentage of money of the final bill that they give. So they might, for the big school, they would find it at least 30%, right? So is renovations maybe in the 30% range? Yeah, lower. Yeah.
and what their
Regionalization, is there any benefit at the elementary level to if I get switched to join us? I mean, I think it's
Yeah, it was like 6,000.
right. Like we used to be we used to have kids from Essex, and we were talking good, but that was at the high school level. It wouldn't help the elementary level. Well, which everybody's taking one size of the elementary school, so they wouldn't increase regionalization, potentially make it bigger. And it's one thing to say everybody's going to, your kids are going to be busted open.
Yeah, that would automatically.
Didn't address all the
And
needs.
people would have to, if you cut down, say one out of the first grade, district first grade is out there, you took one out of cover for those kids, some of them could filter into the classes, and then the others would fit.
ADA.
So, but that was talked about a while back. Same type of thing, like pre-K, K, 1, 2, 3,
5 million bucks on, or what?
I know.
Well, so, I mean, one possibility that
You might want to go to the school.
Yeah, people have it now. People who have,
part of the problem is
oh yeah.
schools is the cost.
Renovations, expansion.
If you had 3 kids and you had
Not
you had
tear
3 kids and your
down,
kids
not
were in
brand
for a site, and one of those like needs service,
Not my first option, but I
one other place to get it.
so instead of being like, we're gonna renovate this one,
So now you got
renovate it in a way that actually don't belong to that.
the district's great.
No, I think they said no for the renovations, really. Not just the committee, but the municipal. They've been around.
I say don't give up on what we have.
That's what they have. Any of the special programs that local buildings. The only program we have in local buildings is that's in all 3 buildings. Yeah. And when I was in
So, just to play devil's advocate, is the
K2,
beginning.
4,
It was a very binary. It was a very binary thing.
fifth grade in middle school, and high school.
Only maintenance project could get us to come. So I don't think so. I don't, having lived in that school for 25 years. I don't think so. I think there's more to it. You've got to design learning spaces. You've got to
You go to middle school, and you drop to the bottom of the conspiracy with an AK.
complete overhauls. Yeah.
Yeah, you,
Could be there was some reason
that's my 3 girls are 4 years apart, and
That's for our kids and the teachers and our staff. We don't want just something where it's works better now.
shift, and then my youngest went, elementary same, middle school same, and then all of a sudden she was on
That's the question.
like a high flyer. She's a kid, needs a challenge. Like, okay, fine.
I don't even like writing this because I know the answer is no. I don't know. It's something I want to know more about. We're not signing our name at the bottom of this. Here's your job.
They're gonna recognize it. They're only gonna recognize
I hate the fact that one of the biggest budget pieces of the pie is retirees.
The architects were mostly because yeah, they came up with the last one too.
But I think people
A lot of the attention. Years and years ago.
it'd be about 2 million. Yeah. 2.5 million. Well, I mean, you think of advertising, retired
Changes your name, but that's
work people and everything else covering that. And when I'm small.
Yeah. But if you don't have a good retirement, then you're going to have a good backup at your top. for your central office. You're not going to recruit good teachers.
Well, plus the teachers are so short.
They identified that.
We talked a little bit about other land options. Is that what you're doing? That's related to the MTA.
About 3 more minutes.
Transportation. Isn't it kind of swampy? Is it?
Yes.
Combination
Put them all in my car and I try to get them all out. They're all stuck together and stuck everywhere.
What's the
Hold that
address
one.
of the
I think that one. No, we're just gonna gather the information and put them all together and bring it back out to the group. When we get both meetings, we're gonna push everything together. Then we're gonna publish it all so everybody can see. They're gonna be on. They'll probably be posted on the website, but we're gonna email it out too. So as long as your email's on there and you check off the get that, we'll make sure.
Is that being built out? Or is it, this is undeveloped? It's undeveloped and just bought.
Who's going to manage it?
You have a niche. It's not gonna be developed. Let's say if they go for just for example, 15 years.
Do 1 more minute, wrap it up. Anything's worth putting on the paper.
We got taxes on
Wildest ideas, put them on that paper. Just put them on there. We want to be able to open that discussion as wide as possible to look at some of the things that are available in the world. Some people may know more about construction. Some people may know more about education. Maybe some HR people here. All of those ideas help us as we build this process forward. So all the perspectives are super useful in the planning of what goes on next. We're leaving the green hat. I'll leave those papers on your tables in case you get any other ideas. We're going to leave the green hat and move to the blue hat. Blue hat. Try. We're gonna give one. Everybody. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. If you need more time, we'll get more time, but let's see where everybody's at. 5 minutes. Answer the question of I could support a future school plan if. Need more? No?
Like.
No. Sorry. There you go, sorry. Okay, the mic is back on, so this is an individual exercise. I could support a school plan if. Be as detailed as possible. 2.
Just stay.
Yeah, I tried. It's all about, understanding the academic. Oh, you got them, okay. 1. Oh, you just need 1. Everybody's good. We'll give you about 5 minutes to think this through. Think about it. Detail is super helpful. Think about what you're thinking about, and it's like making a prompt for AI. The more detail, the better the answers we get. halfway there.
Did you have relatives in New England? So they're being well served. That's good. That's good to know. That's too bad. Charter schools. That might be a good way for some states to go. I don't know much about it. Really?
Well, 30 more seconds.
And they don't show their students diversity and what life is really like. They're all cream of the crop. Did they get to choose? Yeah. Do have to keep pushing if you need I have a grandson that needed, my daughter had to go to many IEP meetings to get her point across.
We've actually been surprised that when more proactive about it, oftentimes just like our younger brothers or
That's good, that's very good.
Still writing.
Yeah, you're right. One of them.
And the long straight hair. Who's her teacher?
She had
All right. Like any good classroom, when the buzz starts, most people are ready, right? The buzz rises up. Here we go. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking the time to doing this. A lot of people asked me over the last few weeks, what's next? What's going on? Where is the information from the first meeting? We have it all. We've digitized all of that. We will take all of tonight's information, digitize all of that, and mash it together. And we will post, we'll literally put the pictures of what we have on our website, just so there's kind of one place. One thing I would say, if you're interested in that information, just make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you signed in if you haven't. And if you want to receive our weekly emails and also notifications that say, hey, this information is ready, put next to your email address, just check that box, and we'll add you to the list of the information that goes out every Friday from my office, which is about as up to date as you can get. It's what happens during each week as I walk through the school district or go to meetings or different things like that. So it gives you a lot of information about what's happening and what we're doing within the district. And then we're going to take it, summarize it. We'll share it publicly by putting it on our website. We're going to look for some themes and try to build a report that we can get out there publicly and say, okay, here's what the data is telling us. There's a lot of information, so I'm sure I'm going to depend a little bit on my friend Gemini to help me, or some of those other ChatGPT or something. But just to mash it all together will take a little bit of time, and it's really an important step to open the door. Okay, we go back to that black hat. We cross in the line. We're looking to the future, and that's one thing I'm hoping people can do now. Let's look to the future. Let's take these ideas and try to come up with a direction that makes sense. You know, makes fiscal sense, makes educational sense, makes sense for all the reasons that you came tonight. All the reasons that you came here. We had, I think, almost 60 people at the last session, and I think we have 38 or 39 here tonight. Those are good numbers because we can at least put a lot of information out there. We gathered a ton of information. We'll continue to review it, vet it, squeeze it down, and share it as much as we can. Be patient. It takes a little bit of time. It took about a week for Jen to decipher some of the handwriting, including mine, which is probably the worst. And then we'll mash it together and get something out. And the final report will be as it was in the goal. The original goal was to go to the school committee, but we'll put it out there publicly as well, because I think it's important to get feedback on the report as well, to say, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense, or wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. So we'll talk about some ideas to do with that info too. Deb?
Putting some sort of bullet point questions in the paper for people who weren't at the county.
We could.
Up and email it.
We could, yeah.
If you sit here, don't do it. If you haven't been here and you're reading this article, like the 3 questions or
Yep.
something about those, send it to you. You might be able to get
We have Tim here tonight. Maybe he'll add it to his article that he writes. Tim?
just to get that. And I think
Yeah.
results you can also do put in the paper for those people that do it.
Yeah.
Or something.
At least give them an option to get it. It's a lot, so I think, I don't know if it's on a page, but we can give them someplace they can go. We can definitely do that. Feel free to share the information. Think about this in terms of the long term, where we're going, where we want to be. We tried to do this so it was succinct. I hope you're okay with the hats. It's just a nice way to control things and step through from the past to the future. And now we got to do it. We got to do it as a community. We got to come together and figure out, okay, what's the best steps? How do we do that? What are the pieces that we can put in play, and what are the pieces that just are not going to fit our future? And there, as you saw tonight, there's a lot of options to dig into. So we're going to ask for more feedback once we get that report out there. I think it's important to get more feedback. Say, okay, this might be missing, or this might be the wrong focus. It's important to just continue this iterative process of building out a final direction. And that could mean a whole bunch of things. It could be, we just look at little renovations across each of the buildings. We might just focus on one building. We could focus on, 2 buildings. But this will open the doors to give us an idea of what is possible, and then we'll have to work together to make it happen. Because we're all here for the same reasons, for our children and our kids' children, so that we can continue to grow a strong community. So thank you very much for coming tonight. We appreciate the time. Under 90 minutes. Try to stay to that. And then we look forward to connecting with you in the future. Strategic planning process starts up next week. We're doing some work with school start times, and there'll be other opportunities to be engaged and involved with the district. Thank you very much. We look forward to connecting more in the future. Yeah.